Good morning, everyone. Today is July 27th. We are a beautiful Monday, getting ready to start the week. Um,
I don't know about beautiful. It's kind of rainy.
it's a little rainy, but it's a beautiful day nonetheless. Hopefully it rains so I don't have to water my grass and my plants get watered. So saving electricity, saving bills, saving water. That's the name of the game. So for today, we would like to kind of just talk about, the market in San Antonio in general. Everything seems to be going very well real estate wise. Um, Businesses are doing well now that COVID's kind of opening up, but as well as kind of shutting down. So there are quite a bit of small businesses that are hurting. A lot of restaurants have been closed down. I just read a report that about 22 more local restaurants and bars kind of have now closed down and officially have said their statement. But at the same time, there is a lot of development still happening in San Antonio. So just because we see some businesses shutting down doesn't mean the city's going down. I just read a $56 million apartment complex on the northeast side has just been approved. So that's a huge amount of money coming into the city. I know Tesla is also looking to have a manufacturing plant right inside of Austin, which is going to bring tons and tons of people down here as well, just as the Toyota plant did for us. I mean, Toyota plant, even a few years ago, created like 50,000 jobs in the city, as well as, so we're anticipating that kind of, as well as Tesla. They're looking in Austin, but obviously the commute to Austin isn't that bad. So our 35 corridors moving pretty fast. San Antonio's downtown is developing rapidly, as everyone can see. Go up and down Broadway. Anywhere downtown is under construction. Another probably multi-million-dollar mixed-use development has been approved as well over by UTSA off Hausman in 1604. So that's going to be a new kind of multi-use kind of thing, almost like the Pearl, but not necessarily, just more apartment living, also with businesses on the bottom floor, kind of co-work spaces, a lot of just that more college town feel. So now that UTSA is growing in masses and growing that cultural vibe, so San Antonio may see more of that college cultural atmosphere, a lot more mixed use stuff, and a lot more just amenities to be able to handle these college students. But overall, San Antonio is growing tremendously. Our lack of housing is causing our real estate prices to go up. So for you guys, your sellers, that's awesome. For the buyers, it's getting a little bit harder. So depending on regs having to relax a little bit or what's going on may make a difference. So I did read another article that San Antonio's population every year since about 2016, 2017 has grown about 20,000 people a year due to the new census, right? So that's a crazy amount of people. We're probably top 3 cities in the nation with the highest population growth among Phoenix, Arizona, and Fort Worth, Texas. Those are the other 2 that are fairly comparable. But right now, cost of living is key. I mean, a lot of people are moving from California. I know Marta, one of our current agents, has 3 families moving from California down here. They're moving their business down here. A lot of people are moving to San Antonio just because of the affordability, the tax benefits, and just the business growth. Tons and tons of housing. Businesses, our smaller businesses are suffering temporarily right now due to COVID, but the large businesses, large corporations, large developers that are creating those large quantities of jobs are still moving down here, which is amazing news. Construction is still at an all-time high. I mean, honestly, even builders right now are reducing agent commissions. Before you used to be able to get the 5 and 6% commissions on those new builds, but right now new builders are finding that we're getting deals regardless of the agent, because there's just such low inventory, and everything that is out there is getting picked up super fast. So the only other thing is, let me go buy a new build that's not even under construction yet, and then I can go and actually get a house. And so builders are finding more and more that they're not needing the agent. So they're still paying small commission, right? They want to continue that relationship, but they're not having to anymore. So really look into that when moving into a new build community. Obviously, you got to keep your family fed and yourself fed. So not to say steer your clients in any way, you have a fiduciary duty, but keep that in mind and try to negotiate for those commissions, because you do spend time and money and sometimes months with these clients. So to then go to a new build community and get a reduction on your commission is kind of tough, right?
Negotiate.
Yeah, negotiate it. But overall, I mean, San Antonio is probably one of the fastest growing cities in the entire nation, and we only expect to get bigger, guys. Huge amounts of people. Like I said, about 20 to 25,000 people a year are coming, and that is a lot of people. That requires a lot of work, and that just means we need to be focusing on leads and generating leads, pushing your sphere of influences, asking for those referrals, and it is very powerful just to ask for it. So over the weekend, I asked 2 of my past clients and said, "Hey, just checking on you. How are you doing?" We had a quick conversation and just say, "Hey, if you do know anybody at all looking to buy or sell, please give them my number. I'd love to help them out just as I did you." And went from there. And sure enough, both of those clients came back to me and said, "Actually, now that you mention it, I actually do have a couple of people who are looking to buy." So again, those referrals, ask for them. It is crazy that if you ask for it and they will give them to you. I mean, if you don't ask, you don't get, right? So that's just the power of that. I mean, and that was just over this weekend for 2 clients that I asked. If I had asked my entire book of business, I guarantee I would have picked up probably 10 or 15 more leads on top of that, just from asking. Always ask your client, "Hey, do you want to make an offer on this house? Do you know anybody looking to buy or sell?" I mean, just whatever it is that you want, put it out there. Ask for it. Ask the universe for it, and it'll bring it to you. A little bit more of manifestation on that side, but that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah. Also, you notice, or I notice at least, I'm hearing more and more people that are wanting to move out of the city, not necessarily to like a tiny little town, but more into the Fair Oaks, Bernie, New Braunfels area, just because San Antonio is growing so much. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Just those outer parts of San Antonio will continue to grow until it just
keeps going.
there's no space between San Antonio and New Braunfels and San Marcos and Austin, so it just keeps growing out.
Yeah, very much so, guys. So keep on top of your clients. That's first and foremost. Provide a good service, because they're just going to want to refer you. They're going to want to keep growing your business because you are a good person. And overall, I mean, it is just a great time to be in real estate. As far as everything else is going, yeah, it's kind of tough. And we don't know when things are going to be over, but in terms of real estate and closings and investments and developments, I mean, things are still at an all-time high. I've talked to title companies, I've talked to lenders, and everybody's still full force. Maybe some products have gone down, but majority of your FHA, your VA, your conventionals are all still there, and lenders are still asking for them, because the end investor who's repurchasing the notes at the end of the day are still wanting to move forward. And new construction, new developments, I actually listed a lot for sale on Thursday, and I got an offer on it by Sunday. So people are still wanting to buy lots. People are still doing small new constructions. The time to buy and sell is right now. It is kind of crazy, and I don't see San Antonio stopping for any time soon. We are still in a very good economic bubble here in our little town, compared to the rest of the nation. And so that is why we see those large increases and values of increases happening as well. Just a quick notion. My computer died, but no big deal. So it was just more statistics on San Antonio and how big it's getting. And I know Miss Sherry, who's on here as well, has started some new construction opportunities in herself, and being able to do that and seeing that foresight for San Antonio's growth is awesome, and taking advantage of that is super cool. That's just more, again, proving that more people need houses, right? There's still tons of communities, but the demand in San Antonio is still growing tremendously. So don't be afraid to go ask for business. Don't be afraid to get those buyers pre-qualified, because it's there, and ask for those referrals, because the people are coming. It's quite honestly a little scary at times, how fast we are growing. San Antonio is culture is changing, but I feel like it's for the better, because San Antonio does need to progress. We do need to become the forefront of a lot of things because of our progression. So keep that in mind when looking for business and wanting to do anything in this business. Just because we have that foresight, we have that, I feel that stability in our market, that we can make those bets and invest in ourselves a little bit more than when we thought, maybe, I can invest a little bit more in my lead generation, right? I'm gonna sign a year-long contract, because I know that business is coming, because San Antonio is growing so fast. Or whatever those small investments that you wanted to make in yourself, take a class, take a course, invest in some more marketing, whatever the case may be, make those bets and make them now, because the future is uncertain. But in San Antonio, I feel that the future is there in real estate for sure. I mean, I just spend probably a couple $1,000s on marketing materials to push the business, to push the growth, to hopefully get leads for you guys. Just postcards, mailers, other lead generation websites, just certain things to help propel us and grow us, because I do feel that confidence in the market, especially right now with all of these large corporations and large businesses moving to San Antonio, moving to our area, allowing for more opportunities and just tons and tons of development going through the area. So really make those bets, guys. Push forward and keep going, because San Antonio is only going to keep growing. And that's pretty much my main topic for the day, is just that, keep those bets going and make everything worth pursuing, because right now our market is strong. And I just wanted to get a quick poll from, Sherry, how are you feeling things, just from people who are on right now? How are you feeling your market? And I know your new build construction, how has that been coming?
Pretty good. I mean, a big learning curve. I did get those contracts from the Texas Association of Builders, so there are like 27 different contracts. Yeah.
Why is that? Is just a certain variations of?
Yeah, one is like building on the owner's lot. One is building on a builder's lot. And then there's like independent contractor agreements. There's contracts for remodels, contracts for short remodels. It's pretty extensive and written by some really good real estate attorneys. So that's been kind of exciting. But on the flip side, the house that I've listed, I'm still getting leads off of that, and people are really looking for property out here. You're right. When I said that, they want 2 or more acres. They want to be in New Braunfels or Comal, and I just see the growth out here. Like you said, the lots. I get feed on our lots, and I see them. I think, okay, I'm going to go look at that one. The next day, active auction. That's how fast they're going, and the prices are jumping. So if anybody wants to get their feet wet in a lot, it's right now. But then there's those lots in San Antonio that are small enough to put in a small new build, and I'm thinking that we might do a couple down there. Yeah. But
very much.
Those leads are good coming in from the other house. That's how I got somebody to come and look at my house Friday. It was a lead off of garden.
Yeah, that's super cool. I mean, you're getting offers on your house and you haven't even put it on market yet. How crazy.
No, it is crazy. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about the growth in San Antonio. I think we're in a perfect position to just really make this a great business.
Yeah, I do too. I really do too. I think as much as most people would have said, opening up a business at especially a brokerage at this time it's not the best idea, right? But no time is a good time. But I feel like right now we did hit a perfect good time. I mean, people are really planning for the future because people don't understand what's happening right now. right? So I've known a lot of new investors and a lot of just regular homeowners who are planning for their future already. Just like you said, Sherry, they're already looking to buy lots for their future home so that they can move to more rural parts because they see the value is increasing further and further you get out of San Antonio. So people are making moves and using this time right now to really understand where their positions are and where they can pivot to later on in the future. So right now is a crazy time. I know the market is also getting more saturated with more realtors. So that just means more competition across the board, more competition from the houses as well as your fellow realtors. So whether you can recruit them and bring them onto your team, or if you just need to have a leg up on them, right? Just maintain that confidence level in your market because it's there. And don't be afraid to ask for that business, and don't be afraid to go and invest in yourself again. That is my main kind of topic for today is really just keep pushing because the business is there. And I've been probably more busy these past 4 months, obviously because we started the brokerage, but secondly, because of just regular book of business. My buyers list has gone up, my selling list has gone up, my investor list has grown. And everything just keeps getting bigger because we just keep pushing. And when you're in that forward momentum, more and more things keep coming in. So just take a hold of it. I know it can get overwhelming, but if you push through it, I guarantee you're going to come out on top, especially in this market. There's really hard room for growth to not grow right now, especially when you have me behind you guys. I want to reiterate that at 100%, that whatever you guys need from me, I'm here for y'all. If I don't know the answer, I'll find it for you. And whatever we need to do to progress you as an agent and as a person, regardless of what it may be, just let me know and we're here for you. James, are you currently available to speak at all, or are you on a delivery, sir? Okay, James is on delivery. But other than that, I just want to say again, keep pushing forward. The growth is there, guys. And invest in yourselves, and because I've invested in y'all and I want to continue investing in y'all, and whatever you guys need from me, please let me know. Until then, we will talk over the week, and then we will see you guys next Monday.
Thank you.
Of course. Bye, guys.
Bye.